What's happening? Welcome back. Now, this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different and try and fit this motor to this mountain bike. Let's go. Alright, so first step, I gotta pull that center bolt out, move that chain guide up and pull the crank out. So let's do that now. Alright, so that came out pretty easy. There's the other side of the crank. Now, I need to knock these bearings out. So I don't have the proper tool. I'm just gonna have to get a punch and a hammer in there and see how I go. Try not to damage anything. Started to move. All right, I hope you can hear me all right. It is raining outside and it's pretty noisy in the shed, but these motors aren't designed, they're not designed for these dual suspension mountain bikes. So I'm gonna have to get a couple of little sleeves machined up. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just need something with the inside diameter to go over that shaft, the outside diameter to fit in here where I just punch that bearing out, and I should be good to go. So I'll do a couple of quick measurements. I'll take them to me mate at the machine shop and yeah, get something made up. All right, I've got all my measurements drawn up. Hopefully they're pretty close. I'll take them to me mate and we'll lay something up and see how we go. All right, it's been a couple of days now and a mate ended up turning these out of a hard nylon. So as you can see, I've pressed this one in there already. I just need to file that down just a little bit to let the motor slide in there nicely. And I'm just gonna clamp this other side in right now. All right, so they're both in there. Now that's a pretty good fit now. It's pretty firm. I can just slide that in. So that'll be exactly how I want it. Now, I think I've just got to file a little bit on the other side, so I'll quickly do that and then we'll be good to go. Since I didn't order that motor with a kit, I just ordered the motor. I ordered, the different size sprocket, and I also ordered the egg rider little computer. I didn't get all the parts I needed. It didn't come with the bracket and the big nut that goes on the end of the motor, so I'm gonna pinch it off this bike just for now. This is the one the missus has been riding, so I'm gonna have to pinch it off there for now and try and order some more parts. So we'll do that. So I've got the motor in there. I'm gonna get the nut and tighten that up and hopefully it pulls it all together nice and tight. I just forgot to take this little chain guide off the other side. I think it might just get in the way, so that's gone now. Right, the idea is to do them up super tight. They always come undone. And that's the lock nut. the motor does make you lose a little bit of clearance, but there's not much you can do about it. You know, you lose that 3 or 4 inches of clearance, but it's just the way it is. But yeah, anyway, I'll chuck the other pedal on and we'll get to wiring it up. So before we chuck the other crank arm on it, I'm going to get the sprocket on it and check the chain line, see how it looks. Alright, so as you can see, this motor has pushed the chain line out a bit, probably about 10 to 15 mil, so I probably won't be able to get the biggest gears here at the back. We'll see how it looks when we change through some of the gears. Right, that was probably a bit hard to see. And the chain line isn't great on the biggest rear sprocket, but it's surprising. It might work all right for most of these gears. I might just have to miss out on the top 2, which doesn't really matter when you've got a motor. You don't need all that high torque pedal power because you've got this extra 1500 watts of power. So you don't really need a sprocket this size. So I'll just have to test it and see how I go. Alright, so I know this one here is a fun little trail. The egg rider is saying I'm about 4 kilometers from home. So we might hit this one and yeah, see how we go. What a sick little trail. This is where it ends. We start cruising uphill from here, but yeah, that's only a few K away from home. That's an awesome little trail. So the bike feels so weird. That's the first time I've rode it. And as you can see, I fitted the battery inside the frame triangle. So I did squeeze that battery in there just so I don't have to have the backpack batteries, but yeah, what a good time. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.